there's a common oversight in how most people talk about the law of attraction, one that can keep us stuck no matter how much inner work we do. And it's very common to hear in spiritual circles that your outside reality will match your inner reality once you do enough of the work. And while there are threads of truth in that, it isn't the full picture. And today I'd like to go into this misperception and explore the implications of it. Welcome, I am Brandy, and I've spent the last 15 years on a spiritual and self-empowerment journey. I recently became inspired to share the wisdom that I've gained along the way to help you reclaim and integrate the lost parts of you. So let's imagine for a moment that you are trying to call in and manifest or attract to you your ideal partner and relationship. And at the same time, you are in a relationship. Let's say that you are married. So here you are married and seeking to improve the marriage. Have your spouse be your ideal partner and get out of the relationship all of the things that you need and you desire. This is not a bad desire to have. This is a really good thing to want to call into your life and want to manifest. We all deserve to have a partner that feels right for us. So you get to doing all of the things. You make a list of all of the traits that you would hope to have in a partner. You look into your own blocks and fears that have been keeping those desires at bay, and you begin to change. However, let's say your spouse has narcissistic tendencies. You've lived with this person for years and they aren't into any kind of spirituality or any kind of self-development, nor do they have any kind of a growth mindset. Yet you still love them, you see their potential, and so you don't want to necessarily leave them. After all, they aren't all bad. So you hold out hope that if you do enough work, that they will change. And this is the trap. If only you do enough work, they will finally come around to loving me enough. They will finally meet my needs. They will fulfill my desires, and we will grow happily together. But see, your visualizations, your inner clearing, your inner child work, your own self-development cannot, it will not ever change another person who isn't also doing some level of work on themselves. Your energy begins to vibrate on a different level. And if yours is here and theirs stays here, nothing you do is ever going to change that. It becomes delusional to think if only we do something long enough, good enough, or spiritual enough, that we'll end up getting water from a well that's dried up, and we won't. So should we then give up, throw out all of our affirmations, do away with vision boards, forget about visualization, stop working on our energy? No, by no means do we need to just give those things up. You just need to remember that you have 2 feet. Thus, you take 2 steps. The step that we so often ignore in the process of manifestation and what is rarely talked about in the law of attraction circles is this: aligned action. Step 1 is to get our energy aligned. That's talked about all of the time. But step 2 is just as important as step 1. Aligned action is when we take actual physical steps in this real world to bring in the things that we desire. There is always a physical step to getting what you want out of this life. When alignment occurs, it's because you put your physical body into a place where what was meant to you could come to you. Had you not gotten out of bed, gotten dressed, stepped outside of your house, and say gone to the coffee shop down the road, you would not have met that friend that you have been working on calling in. Had you not gotten the education you needed by physically signing up for classes and every day showing up, you wouldn't have landed that job, which now makes you money that you were focusing on manifesting. You can't just sit in meditation and dream up all of the things that you want and expect them to show up magically right in front of you. It takes both the feminine and the masculine within us to birth a desire into form. I go further into this in my video titled The Secret to Sustainable Energy. You have to bring into union your feminine and your masculine. Your feminine is your desire and your masculine is actions. Very often when people talk to women about feminine energy, they talk about magnetizing to what you want. And the feminine does magnetize. Absolutely, she does. Yet still, she magnetizes through her alignment, not because she doesn't take action. Her actions must come from what she wants. So let's go back to the example I used here in the beginning. You are married to somebody who has narcissistic tendencies, and you are using the law of attraction to manifest a relationship that is aligned. You have done all the work. When you don't get the love, the honor, and the respect and care that you deserve and need in a relationship, you reparent your inner child, you love the parts of you that are hurting, you visualize yourself getting love and care. So why isn't it working? Well, there are one of two things that may be happening. One, you are taking aligned steps to get you that form of relationship you desire, or you're taking aligned steps, but you are going in the wrong direction. Here's what aligned steps would look like. Nonviolent communication, couples therapy, connection dates, where non-sexual intimacy such as eye gazing, or where you place your hand over one's heart, learning about conflict resolution. Here, you take the actual steps in real life to begin shifting your current relationship. You aren't just dreaming about it, you are taking the aligned actions to embody a state of being where you move from an aligned state. This could, over time, begin to show your partner change is possible because you are demonstrating change. However, you still can't do the work for them, but perhaps over time, your work can influence them. So your energy and your aligned actions are making small differences, but you have to actually change yourself and take the action steps. And then there's two. You're taking the aligned action steps, but you are moving in the wrong directions. You do all of the things. You speak nonviolently, you learn and use good communication skills, you go to all of your therapy appointments, maybe you've hired a coach or you've taken salons or classes, and still all of your steps make zero difference. Nothing you do seems to affect change. You've become a new version of yourself who can have a deeply grounded and meaningful relationship, so why isn't it working? You've aligned your energy, you're loving yourself, you're visualizing the best for yourself, and you're taking those steps, yet you find yourself getting frustrated because this should be working. But see, you can never change another person. The only thing left here to do is accept. Either accept where that person is and find a way forward with where they are with them, or align your actions to move in a way that will bring you what you desire. So in other words, some people you just have to leave. Physically, you have to walk away. As much as we may not want to, or as hard as it is, because Our lives get so intertwined so heavily, nothing you do will ever get you what you want with a person who is unable, incapable, and people who keep repeating and looping their patterns that they're not willing to address. And this is where you still must take those action steps, but turn them down a different path. I used a relationship example because it's so common, but it's with anything. If you're in a dead-end job, but you are working on manifesting abundance and taking those action steps to get there, you can't create cash flow from a dead-end job. If you're looking to get healthier and more fit or lean, and you are taking aligned action steps, but you are surrounding yourself with people who have no desire for living a healthier lifestyle, and maybe even ones who put down your new choices, it's going to be an uphill battle. If you're looking to create art, whether that's painting, pottery, filmmaking, music, whatever, and you take all the aligned action steps, but let's say you're creating a rock band and you're presenting it to people who like classical music, well, you're going to feel defeated. You're not resonating. When I noticed this for myself, I noticed that all of the years I was putting the wisdom I've gained on my spiritual journey out there, it was on Facebook. And at the time, my audience was full of old family members and old friends from childhood. They weren't deep diving into this stuff like I was. That's okay, I'm not putting them down for that. But if I wanted to find my soul tribe and to be surrounded by people who understood where I was coming from, I was in the wrong place. I was doing all of the right things and I was even taking the right steps, but I hadn't at the time noticed the difference in the vibration. It was as if I was a rock star performing for a church choir and hoping for an applause. That's just not gonna happen. I was doing all of the right things energetically and internally. I was doing all of the right things externally as well, putting my voice out there, yes, but I wasn't standing in the right place. The bottom line is, yes, law of attraction and manifestation works. You align your thoughts with what you want. You take the appropriate action steps, but don't forget you must align those thoughts and actions with people and places and things that vibrate on a similar frequency as you. If you don't, you will feel defeated, stuck, frustrated, and confused. Remember, you have 2 feet. You take 2 steps, and which way are those 2 feet facing? So step 1, you align your actions. Step 2 is you take an action, and when you take a step, notice the frequency of those around you. Accept it and allow it, because we can't change them. Let them be where they are, but know that we can't pull water from an empty well. Do you and this other person in this place, do you vibe together? Because remember, no amount of work that you do is going to make someone or something or a circumstance change unless everyone involved chooses to vibrate in resonance and in harmony. Aligning your steps towards people, places, and things which are vibrating in alignment with where you want to be, you then don't have to work so hard trying to change something or someone's vibration alongside your own, because that's hard enough. If someone or something is meant for you, you'll vibe together. Otherwise, allow it just to vibrate out of your life. So if you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Energy alignment starts the process. Aligned action anchors it into form, and resonance determines what stays in your life. I hope this video finds you well, and remember, take a deep breath and tell yourself often, I am safe, I am loved, and I am whole. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day, and goodbye for now.